The honourable member from Regina Leuven.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And I'll invite the House Leader to come out to Regina, and Scott Moe and I can have a beer and we can figure out what Scott really said about the carbon tax. Just last week, this Prime Minister raised the carbon tax by 23%. That increased the price of gas, groceries, and home heating for all Canadians. Mr. Speaker, I am unsure of why this Prime Minister is so scared to meet with all the premiers. 6, 7, 8 premiers want to meet with the Prime Minister and see what he has to say about his flagship carbon tax policy. Why won't he listen, or does he just not care?
The Honourable Minister for Women and Gender Equality.
Mr. Speaker, let's talk about caring and young people, if we might, and affordability. Young people said they needed a break on interest and student loans. We did that. Kids getting out of school, home savings account, which 500,000 young people now have, so they can save towards their first home. And now rent payments will build rental history, credit history, because when you pay rent, it should count. Mr. Speaker, young people have asked, we have answered. The question is, what do you have to say? What are you going to cut? Are you going to cut these measures?
The honourable member, thank you for reminding me, members, that all questions should come through the chair and not directly to other members. The honourable member from Regina Leuven.
One of the first things we're going to cut is about 70 or 80 Liberal MPs in the next election. And secondly, 9 out of 10 young Canadians believe they'll never own a home under this government. It's embarrassing, Mr. Speaker. Canadians used to be able to pay off a home in 25 years. Now it takes 25 years to save to even afford a down payment. Right. This Prime Minister refuses to listen to our premiers. If he's so proud of his carbon tax, will the Keller of the county come out of his house and actually meet with premiers?
I'd like to remind all members and as the Speaker has made this point before, it's important not to call into question any member's courage. The Honourable Minister for Seniors, Labour and Seniors.
I think, Mr. Speaker, on this issue, it is very important to list the constituents. I'd like to quote Danielle from Foothills. She said, "I do my family's taxes, so I know we got $850. We get an extra little bump for me and my husband because we live in a rural environment. And when I go back and I look at what I spent last year in carbon taxes because I was working from home, I wasn't commuting, my gas bills were way down, and even the amount of tax that I paid on my home heating bills were principally natural gas for where I live. I would say that I probably ended up better off with that transfer." We should listen to constituents like Danielle of Foothills, Alberta. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.